fucked it up. Now they want
Now,
it back.
now another question I
That's
got. This is from person anonymous, and he's saying that he heard the Compton freestyle that you did, and that made him a fan automatically. His question is, what was the Layzie Bone line about?
It was that's crazy. All right, well look, it was like 6 years ago. My boy had booked me a show, like one of my first shows or whatever, and I was supposed to be opening up for Layzie Bone. But you know what I'm saying, it was my first show, and I was already kind of like developing a little buzz in the city, so we was going all over town selling and tickets and shit. Now, the game is in L.A., you kind of buy into the show. So what you do is you buy in, you buy your tickets, and the promoters say, okay, you sell 200 tickets, and, you know, you get the spot on the show or whatever. So I think the deal at the time was 200 tickets, and we ended up selling close to 1,000 tickets. So I got, like, damn near, you feel me, my whole neighborhood and friends and people I went to high school with at the show, and I'm supposed to be opening up for Layzie Bone. So I get there, and they take me over to him and introduce me to him or whatever. We met or whatever. So I guess, like, later on, he was floating through the club, and he's trying to holler at some girls in the club, you know, like, so he went and walked up on this girl that, like, grew up in my neighborhood. He like, yo, you know, like, what's up with you? You want to come get with me? You know, I'm Layzie Bone. And she like, look, we ain't here to see you. We here to see the homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you think you is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he went and told the promoter, like, hey, I got to catch a flight, and I'm going to go on before dude. And, you know what I'm saying, I got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So the promoters came to me, and they said, well, hey, it's a change of plans. You're actually going to be the closer. I'm like, oh, okay, for sure, because he got to get up out of here early, so we're going to let him go. It's going to be like kind of like he opening up for you. And so I'm like, okay. So he get on stage. He's only supposed to do like a 30-minute, 40-minute set. And then at the end of the set, he's like, you want to hear some more Layzie Bone? And the crowd like, yeah. So now he's going through all the Bone Thugs records and shit. And so now my manager comes to me, and he's pissed. And I'm like, man, what's going on? You pissed? I'm happy. Like, yeah, I'm going to close the show. And he like, you see what time it is? And I'm looking at my phone, and it's like about like 1:50 something. And, you know, everything in California closed at 2 o'clock. So he kept going. He kept on stage rapping his shit or whatever, and then 2 o'clock came, and they cut the lights on. So the promoters and shit, they were so, like, hurt and so scared. They came and, like, gave me all my money and shit. And it was like, so like probably like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after that, one of my boys that's in the music industry heavy, won't say his name, but he took me to a meeting that Jerry Heller and another guy who was instrumental in breaking some Compton records, who's dead right now, was at this meeting. So, you know, I'm playing my music or whatever, and, you know, I was kind of just against fucking with Jerry Heller anyway, because you hear the story. And he was like, you know, so I, you know, some type of way I get to telling him the story. He's listening to the music, and he's looking over at me. He's like, shit, you're going to be bigger than them. You feel me? The shit that you saying, you're going to be a little wilder and bigger than them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a long story. So that's why, you know, I was like saying I was a big fan. That shit that really hurt me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, you know, I grew up on them. Used to try to dress like them and all that. So.
That's good, though.
That's a disappointment.